All right, what is up, everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. My, of course, OBS right before the stream starts whiling out. Hey, guys. All right. How's everybody doing? Hope you are having a good week. There he is. What's up, B? Hope you're having a good week. I had everything set up and awesome. And of course, now I have this new thing where the firewall didn't want to let OBS work. Hello in India. So let me open up what I had again. Get back to where I was. Let's see. Let's say no. Let's see if I can find what I had. There it is. ZBrush Live, open. What's up, Sordeep? Chillin'. Sculpting along. Nice, nice. Trying to get it. Okay. All right. Well, you can get it. All right. So this is loading. While this is loading, crap. Hold on. You didn't see all that. All right. So move this where I can see it. Right. There is fine. Okay. All right, cool. Take this off. All right, cool. So, what I've been working on is I finally started using my Anycubic Photon Mono X behind me, and I'm loving it. So I thought I would share, right? I sculpted this with you guys a while back. This Iron Fist. And he's stylized. If I turn on the color, you can see how I cut them up. So all these are separate pieces that I'm printing right now. And I have a few of them printed, so I thought I would share and then get into messing around. So this was in the perfect position. I probably moved it. Yeah, of course it's moved now. So here, like this. Okay. Got the Photon S 2 days ago. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, I printed a couple pieces, a few pieces to get it so it's not too bright here. But it's holding the detail really, really well, like amazingly well. Don't pay attention to my painted fingers. I've been priming today. Let's see if I can get this without the glare. But yeah, so anyway, you can see that it's holding the detail kind of nicely, right, on the dude. Just printed the leg, and the shoe is, like, it kept all of the little treads on the bottom, and this is all 1/6 scale, which is normally, I forgot, I'm turned away from the microphone if you can't hear me, which is smaller than I normally print. But it is, like I said, it's holding these details like crazy. All right, so this is gonna go in here like this, right? And then I'm working on his arms. They're printing right now behind me. This will kind of fit in here. I did notice that the hole for the pin on his ribbons here was a little tight, so of course the little pin snapped off. But I glue that on and be good to go on that. All right, but yeah, a little different for me, more stylized than I normally work, but I'm liking it. So anyway, that's that. If you're wondering what I'm using to capture that, I have this thing called the iPivo. It's a document scanner, so it's really good for like capturing things on your desk, books and stuff, you know, like this kind of stuff. Works out nicely. All right, and let's go back to the mainstream. Okay, cool. All right, what's up, Insane? Oh, Insane Pixel, you won something, man. You need to check us out in the Discord because you won the mat. If you guys don't know, Danny Williams, aka Point Pusher, and I do a little stream on Friday nights, and it's called Stylist League. And we had a guest, Matt Thorpe, Redbeard, for a few weeks. So if you missed that, you can still catch it on YouTube. But he had a drawing to receive some free tutorials of his, and Insane Pixel was one of the winners. All right, these are not Reeboks, they're Asics. Asics. All right, Iron Fist printings look dope. Thank you. Heroes Bench, what's up? Thank you. Nice. Yeah, there is a Discord. So go to Stylus League and you can go check it out. All right, so I'm gonna turn off solo, and you can see that I also have a Luke Cage here that I started. And what I've noticed on these is that if I cut in the details really deep, then it translates to the print really well, right? So originally on, say, this Iron Fist, you know, I had the details kind of cut in, and it was okay, but it was hard to see his eyes, and stuff kind of got lost, right? So then I decided to go back and redo it. And you see how deep everything is now? Like, it's really kind of pushed in there. It almost looks like it's pushed in too far, but it's perfect for the print. So I was using a mixture of the contrast slider on deform, or deformations rather, and just hand doing it. I found that I liked doing it by hand, just going in and redrawing things in better. But yeah, that's it. Mark, yo, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? All right, so let's go back to Luke. And I didn't give up on Cyclops. I just wanted to take a break because I'm printing these and I want to have them on my desk. Especially the Luke back to back with Danny is going to look dope. So yeah, so I thought today I would just keep kind of plugging away at this guy and finish him up, and you know, keep it moving. So if you guys have questions about anything I'm doing, just let me know, and I'd be happy to answer you. I can tell already, like, these eyes aren't even going to show up. They're going to be just like merged right into his head. So I'm going to want to push these back further in his skull, I think. Probably cut the holes into his head a little more. So I have a more updated Luke, and I have a retro one. Wondering, I will be doing both. There's also a ZBrush Discord. Sorry. Yeah. I know there are people that plug their own stuff real hard, and you know what? Got a lot of hours on this, so I'm gonna start plugging my stuff too. Not like gross plugging, but you know, doing things. I want you guys to be a part of it. So if anybody is printing their own stuff, you know, I know there are guys on here that's pretty much their whole deal is 3D printing. But as kind of a newbie, you know what I mean? Like I've done some filament printing, but not so much resin. Like this is my first shot at resin printing. And aside from spilling resin all over the desk one time, I'm having pretty good luck with it. So if anybody else wants to get on that bandwagon, you know, I'm new too. This is good for me too, right? Because I do statues for Sideshow now, and I'm sure that they probably have had to dig in details on my final sculpts a little more, because I'm used to making them look good on the screen, and that doesn't necessarily translate into a print, especially if it's like a 6 scale print. After meeting guys like Shane Olson, and Matt Thorpe, I really started liking this style. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still totally into realistic stuff, hero proportion type things, but the stylized stuff always looks awesome on your desk or in your collection. So I like having hard surface in addition to organic sculpt. I feel like I haven't done this in a while. I don't know. This feels like I've been away for a while. All right, starting to get better. Okay, let's see what I missed here. Is there a way to make a drag brush? I would like to use damn standard to follow my click and drag. Leonard, you mean something other than using lazy mouse? Because that's what I use. Like, if I have to cut in some details, I'll just make sure that my lazy radius is turned up to around 30. And then just drag it away and get some nice details. That's how I did the dragon on Danny's chest. So I had an alpha with the dragon that I kind of pulled out as a poly paint, and then I literally traced it with damn standard and got that effect. So use your lazy mouse. All right. Craig Kelly, Indian sculpting VFX for sculptors is what I've been right to get myself okay. Are you going to sell those statues? I mean, maybe if somebody wants it. Somebody wants it, let me know. I am not opposed to selling stuff. I have a black dynamite on my I always forget the name of it. Crap. There's a site that has 3D models, and I forget it every time, but I have my black dynamite on there. So it's also this style. So just a little H polish in addition to my clay buildup to get some of those more planar surfaces, and then I can go and do something like pinch and really get a nice crisp edge. Drag out pinch and then like replay it a few times. You can see it sharpens up, like so. There you go. So when this prints now, it's going to look way better because that eye is pushed into the socket, and I have a nice lid that's going to translate into a 1/6 scale character. When I'm doing stuff like this big, let's go back to the camera. When I'm doing stuff this big, I can keep all kinds of details because it's quarter scale, you know? So that's easy, but, so I'm trying to block this light. But, you know, when you get to something that's a 6 scale, a little harder. But, truth be told, this was done on a filament printer, and this was done on a resin, and I gotta tell you, I love resin so much now, just because of the detail it holds at a smaller size. It's too bright in here, man. Go back to my computer. See what else did I miss? Dun, dun, dun. Watch out, it's poison. Finally printing my forearm statue, first ever print. Oh, word? You're printing it in full color? That's interesting, Jamie. Thanks for streaming. Hey, Nicholas. What's up? Shaim Ganesh. Have you completed Cyclops? I'll show you what I have, right? So my buddy Bradley went in and helped me kind of align the UVs so I can start to texture him, right? Get some really nice texturing going on. But right now I have my, you know, my piping and my legs kind of figured out. I started going in and reworking the pockets on his belt. I don't know if I love them yet. Like, that's one thing that's kind of, it has to be just so, right? But where is my super suit? Hold on, let me turn this on. Oh yeah, I guess I lost all my color when it got re-UV'd, but yeah, it's gonna get there. It'll get there. It'll look cool when it's done, I think. There he is. Frame. Let's see. Wow, love the proportions. Thanks, Oscar. Stylized is great. Fred Kelly, any book for drawings? Okay. Plug away, friend, master. To use any aliasing for prints on any cubic, and what's the sound? I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing yet. Tell me more. Sinkek. Thanks a million. No worries, Leonard. What's up, IR? IR Sculpts is in the building, you guys. Dun, 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 dun. This question. Wow, man, a lot of questions. Sorry. Wow, how did I miss all these? This is a question more for suits in general, but I see it on Cyclops in your preview. How did you do the clothing tubings on the uniform? So you're talking about the piping, right? So if I go back to this, what I did for him is I kind of figured out what I wanted as far as polygroups, right? And this started off, basically, I looked at a Daniel Bell video because he has this down to a science. But I kind of figured out my polygroups, separated them, and then kind of remeshed so that it was clean. And then this is tedious, right? At first I did the Daniel Bell method for making the piping, and you can see on the legs that it's all kind of one thing. But it can get a little lost, right? That can happen. So what I did on the upper body, and I'll probably do this to the legs too, just because I'm like a little bit anal retentive about this kind of stuff, is I made the piping separately. And basically what I did was I just drew out, sorry, I didn't. I framed my polygroups, right? So these are all separate polygroups. And if I were to, say, select this and hit frame mesh, now I have that framed, which is nice. And if I click on my curve tube, If this has subdivisions, it's not going to work, just letting you know right now. I don't remember if it does or not. But if I click on it, it does not work because it has some. Let me duplicate. Hold on. Clone this. Clone. There you go. All right, cool. So now it's just this, right? I will delete lower. Okay, it's dense, but you know, whatever. Now I can frame it. All right, and I just added my frame mesh to the to my UI because I hate looking for it. I think it's under geometry somewhere, or polygroup or something. I don't know. But yeah, so frame it. Then I take my curve tubes and I click, and there you go. Right. So this is good. However, there's a lot of subdivisions in, not subdivisions, but there's a lot of divisions in the piping. I don't like that because I like to be able to move things around and get it super duper clean. So what I normally do is I'll go to my stroke, go to the curve, and I'll turn up the curve step, right? So like 2.5 is good. Then if I click on it, let's undo this altogether. 2.5 is my step. Now if I click on it, see how it's a little less segmented? There's fewer segments. Now if I turn this up higher, it's a trade-off because the higher you turn it up, cleaner it's going to be. However, it's not going to want to adhere to the curve the way that more segments do. So now if I click on here, check it out. Right? This is more like what I'm talking about. So if I split unmasked parts and delete the thing and go over to my, I go to the piping. All right, so now I have this. It's manageable. Still high for me. I don't even like it this dense. Like if I go over to this and check it out, go to my piping and turn off dynamic subds. See, this is where I usually like to have it, and it's like dumb clean, very, very clean. The only thing about this is that when you first draw it out, sorry, I gotta sneeze. No, thought I had to sneeze. I don't have to sneeze. When you first draw it out, like this one here, right? This is it's fully closed, right? But say it wasn't. Say that there was an end that was open up. At the end of this, it makes a cross, and it screws up being able to do things like grab just the front face and delete the other faces. So, like, it's a whole big thing, right? Like, I could spend a lot of time on this, but that's kind of the long and short of how I do it. If anybody wants to know more about anything that I do, if you're interested in it, I started doing mentoring mentoring sessions privately, probably like 2 months ago. I have a couple of regulars that I see every week. So if you're interested, hit me up on like Instagram. My Instagram is above, in a private chat, and I'd be happy to tell you about what I do and see if you want to do a session or a few. So anyway, that's that. That was a whole lot of words. All right, what I miss here? Goku. Nice, Stefano. That's my favorite character. So listen, truth be told, I will at some point do a spite sculpt of the Dragon Balls characters. And I say Dragon Balls because Bradley hates when I say Dragon Balls. My partner on Stylus League is a big Dragon Ball nerd. He's like, it's Dragon Ball Z, man. I'm like, well, it sounds like Dragon Balls to me. If you phonetically sound it out, Dragon Balls. So, anyway, probably just got a whole lot of hate on YouTube. Sorry. Everything isn't for everybody. However, I'm going to sculpt the crap out of Goku because I'm into the idea of sculpting things that I'm not a fan of and turning it up, as my children say. That's what the kids say, right? All right. Let's turn off solo. also not a fan of Cyclops, so I'm making my mission to make it the best Cyclops I possibly can. And one day finish my bishop. Alright, this is dense, right? So what happens is if I hide some of this geometry, oops, let's do this. Word, this is how you're gonna do me? This is how you're gonna do me right now? Let's see, skip. Just want the eyes. There you go. So, Sculptris Pro works better when I don't have a whole lot of geo visible at one time, because it doesn't have to calculate all that stuff. He's wearing a Venom tee. Yes, sir. Boom. My girlfriend got me this. I like it a lot. She gets me all these dope vintage, like comic book cover t-shirts, and I love them. Did you make the line in the cloth with panel loops? You talking about my segments for the thing? No, I did not. I used, I just kind of dragged out. First, I drew it all out with poly painting, like the lines. There's videos I've done in the past for Pixologic. Oh, please don't crash. Where I kind of just used my color and drew out where I wanted those loops to be, where I wanted those panels to be. And then I went through and selected them and poly grouped them, and then did like a polish by features, and it made it nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can soften up your print, but you lose detail. What you talking about, Willis? I don't want to soften it up. I want to, if anything, I want to crispen. Crispen it up? Is that a word? Crispen? Glover it up? I want to make it sharper. So it'll probably look heavy on the screen. I just got to get past that, right? Because I'm always worried about the way that it looks on the screen, but that doesn't mean anything to the print. The print is going to be, you know, the more detail you have, the more detail it's going to hold. So, and I know you guys watch, you know, other cats who are presenting who probably explain it a lot better than I do. I'm a newbie. Instead of pinch that time, I just used damn standard with Alt held down, so that pulls it out instead of pushing it in. Oops, turn off that. And then a little H polish. I love the look of, you know, the planar look. So just jump into a little H polish and tap it up a little bit. I can see those eyes need to be deeper, the holes rather. So just dig them in. And in the Stylus League Discord, there's like a whole section for not only 3D printing, but you know, just sharing your 3D work or your 2D work. So if you are so inclined and you want to join us, there's a whole lot of really awesome people already in there sharing. You know what I mean? Come on down. You never know who you're gonna see in the hangout. I was in there last week for a couple hours. All right, so that's better. Spoiler alert, I just turned off the hair for the version of him that is the updated Luke Cage. What happened to his teeth? Teeth. Oh, there you go. Here they are. There you go. No eyebrows. This is not a good look, so let's turn on the eyebrows. Teeth also. In teeth. Now, what I am going to do with this hair, this is just noise, right? I don't even know that I've applied it yet, but I need to go hardcore if I want to hold on to this. So, Shane said, hey, what's up? What's up, Shane? B sending a message now. Nice. Lazy stat, same in time. Awesome. All right. All right, so for this hair, let's see if I even applied the surface noise. I didn't, right? So if I turn it off, this is basically what we're looking at. And I know for a fact it's not going to hold the noise at 37,000 polys. It's just not going to happen. So let's turn it on again. I want to edit this, and it's literally just noise. Let's frame it up. Increase the scale. Like that. Make it bigger. And increase the strength. Like that. Okay. Say okay. Right. Now what happens is it kind of deflated the entire thing. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do here is I will divide this a couple times. I don't think I have any subdivisions, just divide. Divide. All right, I'm at 600,000, which should hold a good amount of this. Let's see. Edit and apply to mesh. First, let's save what I have. Save. Don't want to lose that. Yeah, see, nothing. Look at that. Nothing. That's hot trash right there, folks. Maybe... Oh, do I have it masked? Apply to mesh? Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a little heavier than I want, actually. Let's turn that down. Edit. Turn the strength. That. We can always do this a couple times to get it right, so I'll say okay. Apply to mesh. Okay, let's do it again. Apply to mesh. All right, let's turn on his little headpiece here. And now I'm going to inflate this because it looks like it kind of deflated. So let's go to deformation. Inflate. And there you go. It's better. Give it some color and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's all right. That's pretty good. I'm gonna try to add a little more noise and see what happens. Let's see. Surface noise. Apply to mesh. Did that do anything? Yep. Noise, edit. It's a bit of back and forth with this, but I'm going to turn down the scale some, turn up the strength some, say okay, and now apply to mesh. All right. So when this prints, it's going to have a nice texture to it. And that's all I really care about. So let's go back over here, turn off the color. All right, that's pretty fresh. I can deal with that. Okay. For his body, this is softer than I want, so I'm going to go in and kind of cut in these details so that they look like the Iron Fist one. And this is just like patience, you know? I've got Sculptors Pro turned on, so it's not going to, I don't have to worry about topology or anything like that. It's all good. Thing. All right. So now I just switch over to /3, and I can do something like this. Kind of make sure that that shirt definition is nice and deep. So what I was finding when I was using the, just so you guys know, when I was using the contrast slider, is that it does do what I want. However, I want it to be limited to the area it affects. Because what happens is it kind of deforms the mesh a little bit on the flat areas. Right? It kind of pinches it in a little bit, and it's not really what I'm looking for. So I just find that doing it by hand kind of helps. Dragon Balls, yeah. Nice. All right. Yeah, MJ's doing it up big. There's 7 of them said, so you know, Dragon Balls. There you go. See? I knew there was more than one. Would you please tell me how to convert this model into an animated model for movie? So if you were going to do something like that, so weird, I can't subtract. I have not seen that before. There's a thing now where it doesn't let me take away pieces of the model. But anyway, all right, so let me show you this thing. Tool. Misty Night. Okay, so I have one more character that I'm going to add to this. It's Misty Night, right? So if I turn off the color, you can see her a little better. And then if you were going to put this into a, you know, into a animated film or game or whatever, this is the way that I would want to leave it, right? And then I would turn it over to a rigger. They would put in the skeletal system underneath of it that's going to bend at the elbows and the fingers and the hands, blah, 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 right? All the joints. My friend Brad Grotman does that. Once that rig is in there, then you can pose the character however you want. But once you take it out of symmetry, it's a done deal. Like, you don't want to do that. So just sculpt in a relaxed pose, right? A pose, T pose, whatever. And then you can use something like, is it Mixamo? What's the thing that people use? There's an application that's free that throws rigs in there. I know that Maya has one. I know that Blender has one, like an auto rig type deal. If you don't want to learn completely how to rig. So that's the long and short of it. But once you pose it, once you break symmetry, it just doesn't work. Animators aren't going to want to touch that. Believe me, I have had Brad make a rig for me, and then I do something like change the proportion, like where the knee is or whatever, and he's not normally a mad guy, but he gets kind of mad at me for that, so don't do that. All right, so to really kind of push this collar, what I'm going to do is I will add kind of a lip to the edge as well. But that's on, he's got like this big 70s collar, so I'll do it on that piece. So this looks crazy, right? Like on the screen it looks like, dude, way too deep. It's way too deep. Never, when it comes to printing, it's actually probably just about right. And if I don't want to redraw the line and try to get it to line up, I just hit replay last. Just make sure you don't move the model. Right, so like draw it in once, hit replay last, digs it in nice and deep there. Right, so that's that. Where's my collar? Here's the collar right here. Okay. So now this collar is kind of going over what I just did, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to move it over. So we have that nice definition where the pec ends and the shirt starts. What I'm saying. All right, what'd I miss here? Sculpting things you don't love. Yeah, totally. Dude, I'm telling you. Do that, Ian. It's the best. I mean, it's not the best. If you hate the thing, it's not the best. But if you murder the sculpt and do like a great job on it, it's the best. Because you can be like, I didn't even like this thing, and I did a fantastic job on it. I think that should be one of our challenges for the Stylus League Discord. I'll have like a spite sculpt deal. Sculpt what you hate. I see what I'm doing. All right, so originally what I was going to do here is I was going to have this as two separate pieces, the collar and the shirt, because I wanted to be able to paint the skin without having to worry about masking and all that stuff. But that's dumb. I'm just going to Dynamesh this together, or Boolean it together, and then that way I can get it to look exactly how I want. So let's do that now, actually. Oh, but wait a minute. Let me think. How do I want to do his head? The way I did his head on Iron Fist that worked out kind of nicely is his collar just cuts all the way down into his shoulders. So, you know, once I put some putty in here, it's going to be seamless. You know, you don't have that nice, you don't have that ugly cut across his neck that the head fits on. So that works for him. For Luke, I'm probably going to, let's see. For Luke, I'll probably just chop it off and fill it. You know, it's not that big a deal. I always make it a bigger thing than it is. It's not that deep. The crispy prints are where it's at. That's correct. Insane Pixel, don't you start with that. You're gonna scare Bradley. You're gonna have Michael again. Yes, we have Michael Pavlovich. The Pav is on Stylus League for the next few weeks. Right? We had him last Friday, was the first show. We're working on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we have 4 guys, and we're sculpting 4 turtles. And we actually got something, you know, we got a lot done last week. So if you missed it, check it out on YouTube and join us tomorrow night if you're a turtle fan. And if you're not a turtle fan, I mean, come on, man. What are you doing with your life? Everybody loves the turtles. So let me get this collar on here. Turn off this. Let's just turn off everything except for collar in the shirt. Oh, not that. The collar and the shirt in his head, like so. Where do I want to cut that? I could just print his head all. I can just print the whole head on there, right? I have to slice the arms off, but there's no rule that says I can't print the head on there. I'm saying I'm gonna print it on there. Right, but for now, I'm just gonna do a Boolean for this shirt collar. Let's get rid of everything else. Go to Boolean. Make Boolean. Does this have subdivisions? Let me see first. It does. Okay, excellent. All right, make Boolean. I was going to think about it for a while. Let's put everything together as one piece. Okay, while that's doing that, I'll read. How do you bring up that subtool window? Oh, just press N on your keyboard. Oh no. Wait for the program. Come on. In. And then there you go. There's all your subtools. Now what I probably do want to put on here now is the little strap thingies that go on. Or maybe not. Maybe what I'll do is I will have those as a separate piece that I can just key in. So then that way when I'm painting his skin, I don't have to do extra masking. You know, screw it. Again, I'm overthinking it. Like, it's a whole lot of... It's not that much masking. Forget it. So let's Boolean this all together. I think I can bring in the teeth too. Let's just do it all at one time. Get his eyebrows. His teeth. Its eyes. Okay. I think I might want to push those teeth back a little bit too. Let's see. Okay, and before I union this together, I do want to make sure that there's a nice division here. So slash tool. Standard. Now the reason it's doing all this pinching stuff is because the teeth are turned on. So as soon as I can see where this line is, I can turn them off and then clean it up. So I can just solo it out. So this is all the kind of cleanup stuff that I have to do when I'm doing a sculpt for a client. They always want it cut and keyed in addition to sculpted. So, you know, if you don't like doing this, probably not going to have a fun time. If you want a really clean print, then this is, you know, this is a must. It's kind of defining all your edges. Nobody's going to be looking under Luke's head, so this is probably a little bit of ADHD right here that I'm doing. However, you know, I've got it, so don't make fun of me. That's not nice. Let's turn those teeth back on. And now we can just kind of get that edge. You can see also that I have a problem with the corners of the mouth. That's why I love Sculptris Pro, because if you have any, you know, folding or whatever that's causing an issue, this cleans it up really nicely, right? Like must be a deep fold. Okay, I see it. Let's look at it from behind here. And I've double turned on so I can fix these kind of areas. Why is it doing that? It's not letting me get that. Okay, so when you run into these kind of problems, you can just Dynamesh, and that kind of takes care of it. So first I'm going to do like a history save state here. And this is 1.5 million points here, so I'm gonna try it just at 128. That might be huge. Maybe let's turn it down to 88. See what happens. And this should fix whatever those problems are. Okay, so now it did it, but I lost a lot of resolution. Now I'm only at 176,000 points, so let's turn it up instead of down. Maybe like 600. and try again, see what happens. So let's do it now. Read the chat. Dude, Irish Sculpt, you not coming to the show on Fridays? What are you doing, dude? Come on. What's up, Christian? Or should I say, what is the hotkey to bring up all the subtools? Yeah, it's in, just in on your keyboard. Titan, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, I started getting familiar with ZBrush a month ago, kind of lost because so many options. Characters, creatures, yeah, you can literally do anything in here. It does anything and everything. When you started to learn ZBrush, where did you focus? I don't know if you know this about me, but I like superheroes. So I started focusing on how to, you know, get good looking poses and making sure that my anatomy was kind of, you know, better than it was. It's kind of hard, you know, like there's a whole lot of things that you can do to make yourself better. So, you know, it's not necessarily where you start, because like I'm constantly learning things like better anatomy, you know, more dynamic poses. So get a hold of the interface, find out what everything does. You can do that in the ZBrush classrooms. Those are fantastic and they're free. You can watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. Some really good, now see that cleaned up that area really nicely actually. Okay, and then this side over here, I can just clean that up. Now it works. Before it wasn't working. I don't know what that was all about. So then I can just sharpen it up. So now let's bring back this. Now you can see that I lost some of the detail around his eyes. It got soft there. So what I can do is I can, oh, this is 3 million polys. Jeez Louise, that's a lot. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I will just hit project and it will project back to all my details. Let's hit project history. And then take a minute, but be nice and crisp. Mix them up. That's what I want. Is that what I said? I think I said. Maybe not. That is right. Sir, you are talking to a rigger. That is right, Brad Grotman. That is a... I know everybody's too young to understand that reference, Brad. I'm not even going to bring it up. Blazing Saddles. Fantastic movie. Brad does use Maya. Yep. Yep. Does my ZBrush ever crash? Yes, it does. Certainly does. All right, cool. So you see I got my details back? Kind of. So now what I can do if I really want to get nice with it is I can, this is something I learned when I was doing stuff for Sideshow. So I like take my Sculptors Pro and add topology to areas where it's missing, right? Like fold of the nose is great, like that nasal labia fold. Go around and hit that, right? And all I'm doing now is I'm adding smaller triangles there. If we go and look, you see what it's doing, right? So once this is done, you do it wherever I want those folds to be super crisp and sharp, okay, like that. Once that's done, let's do it on the inside of the eyes too. Okay. All right, so once that's done, now I hit project history. It's nice and sharp. Sharper. Did it do it? It's saving. 100 messages. It's a roller coaster of emotions. You ever try using Z-Sphere rigs? Yeah, I did. I did try that one time. I wasn't very good at it, so I gave up immediately and didn't try it again. What's up, Mike? Stylus League was awesome last time. Thanks, Ram. You know what you got to do, man. You got to come back tomorrow night, bro. That's clean. How do you print these? I would love to print my own stuff. So behind me, I have my printer. It's the Anycubic Photon Mono X. And on the other side is my Wash and Cure Plus, I think is what it's called, the big boy. And they allow me to, you know, keep this kind of detail, which is pretty sweet. On the floor, which you guys can't see, is my Ender 5, kind of gathering dust right now. I still like it. I mean, look, the Ender 5 allowed me to print this guy and then make a resin or silicone mold and resin pores, right? This is a pour. So I'm not mad at the 5. A lot more cleanup though. Like it's not even close how much cleanup I had to do with the filament print. I had to fill all the grooves in with putty, sand it multiple times, prime it, sand it again, prime it again, sand it again, and then it was nice and clean, right? These resin prints that you're seeing right now, I literally pulled this out of the like off the build plate, knocked off the supports, did like some light sanding on the where the supports were, like really light sanding, and gave it a coat of spray paint, or not spray paint, but primer, and done. So you know, I like it. So it does look like I lost some of my detail here, but because I'm using Sculptus Pro, I can just do it, you know, knock it in again, knock it in even deeper actually. Okay. And then that's gonna translate into the print nicely. Other thing I want to do here while I have just this part exposed is push these nasal cavities in. Let's turn off the lazy mouse on the mask. I want to push these, as my mom used to call them, nose holes. I'm going to push the nose holes in, you guys. Fun fact about me, just so you know. I'm half German, so my mom used to make fun of the fact that I have a small nose and said that I couldn't breathe. Actually, that was my sister's joke. She thought that was hilarious. I thought it was hateful. So, if my sister is listening right now, just know, you know, words hurt, man. Working through some stuff with you guys right here. So now I can just push these in. I think on the other one I angled them back a little bit. Like that. There you go. So that's going to be nice and clean. And you might think something like this doesn't matter. I did print this Iron Fist earlier. He's in the trash, the head. Let me show you the difference between this. Now this is not primed. However, this is the old one. Right? You can barely see his eyes, the nose. You can barely see the details, right? This is before I kind of pushed all that stuff in. He broke, so that's why this is. But I'm glad that I had this experience, because now look at the difference between the, oh, it's so bright, man. It's catching reflection like crazy. Yeah, okay, so now look at the difference, right? And look at the nose on that. Look at that. That's nose holes you can take home to your mama, right there. Quote that. That doesn't make any sense what I just said. All right, anyway. Don't take those nose holes to your mom. But yeah. All right, so this is almost there. Just want to cut this in a little deeper here. And if I go too far, I just hit it with the sculptor's row, smooth it out, and I'm good to go. So if you guys want to know how this turns out, I'll probably be posting it on my Instagram, but definitely join us on the Stylist League Discord, and I'll show you the print. Probably print this, just this piece, after my arm finishes on what you call Iron Fist. Okay, so now I can merge this stuff together, I think. Let's turn on the eyes and the, okay, already on. Okay, I'm gonna make these eyebrows a little more puffy. So I will just hit them with the inflate. I could just inflate them. Let's see what that looks like actually. I'll just inflate it. Inflate. That's cool. All right. And for the teeth, what I did the last time, and I thought it looked pretty cool, was I just left the low polygon topology here, right? Wow, this has a lot of, let's see something. D, okay. Okay, whatever. That's got more topology than it even needs. So let's do this. Let me delete a couple of these spans. It's gonna let me? No, it has subdivisions. Delete higher. There you go. That. Oh, maybe oh, you know what? Let me see something. Yeah, that's cool. All right, that's cool. So I will keep it like that. Now let's take this over and merge this stuff together. Oh no, missing something. Almost made a mistake. I need the little ringlet deals here. There you go. So those go there. And before I do anything with those, I'm going to push in the holes on the shirt. Just kind of push those in some. That. Yeah. Okay. So let's merge this thing together. Do the hair later. See what I missed. Keyboard Oreos, why you no reply? Sad. Sorry, what I missed, keyboard? Does your ZBrush ever crash? No, it does. Totally. Totally crashes. What printer do you use? The Anycubic Photon Mono X is what I'm rocking here. All right, so now let's go over to Boolean. I have some stuff here that has dynamic subdivisions turned on, so I'm just going to turn on the div, and then I'll hit make Boolean mesh. All right, that's going to think about it, and then it's going to do it. Who's your favorite turtle? Mine, hands down, is Raph. Okay, so this is another instance where Bradley gets very upset that I don't know all the turtle names. I know Michelangelo, right? Because my name is Mike, so that's easy enough. And I also like Da Vinci, I think is the other one. That one's cool also. The red one. No teeth, press that save. What's your PC spec? I have a AMD Ryzen, what is it, 5900X is the CPU. Still have the 2080 Ti. I didn't upgrade to the 339 series yet or whatever. But it does me well. And a whole bunch of RAM, like 128 terabytes of RAM. And a bunch of hard drives. Okay, cool. So let's go over here to the Unimesh, or U-Mesh. Now, my eyes and teeth aren't there for some reason. Split them apart. Why did it do that? I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Let's check to make sure that the geometry is okay on all this. So go to my geometry, mesh integrity, check. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to the body, check. That's fine. It's mesh, that's fine. All right, let's try it again, see what happens. Tool Boolean, make Boolean mesh. Let's see what happens here. How does history save state work? So if you hold down Option and click, did it do it? Yes. Okay, cool. So it worked this time. So if you hold down Option and click on your little history slider up here, let me do something so you can see what it does. All right, so say I like this, right? What I would do is I would click on, hold down Option or Control? Control, sorry, and click on the history, right? Then it lightens the color. So now if I go back, right, it's gone now. But if I go to project, and I'm just going to select this one little area because it'll take forever if it has to think about the whole thing. But if I hit project history, so there, that's how you do it. You can do that with color as well as the geometry. And that's how that works, B. 3 mile is a lot, normally working. Oh, 3 mil is a lot. I'm normally working, is a lot. I'm normally working with 100 million. Yeah, for me, keyboard Oreos. I'm stingy with my polygons. But you know what? I was looking at somebody like, who is it? Kios Mason, and watched that, talk that he gave the other day where he was talking about the stuff, how he does things with his partner. I know it's a group. I always think of it as one dude though, but they have a lot of polygons for their guys, so it's just fine. All right, so now I'm looking at this guy. He's at 3.4 million, which is fine. And now what I will do is I'll go in and start to, let's look at it first. So what it's done is you can see that it is, it did what it had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it did the things that most people would be scared of doing, by any means necessary. So what I normally do at this point is I will do the, I'll record I know there's a correct term for this, right? But I do the history state save here. And then I will, I'm gonna do a Dynamesh here. I'm actually gonna make this one polygroup, like so. And I will Dynamesh this, and let's see what happens. Project turned on. I want to make sure I keep all of my detail, but let's do it and see what happens. So while that's, whoa, that was fast. Okay, yeah, no, let's try it again here. So it needs to be higher, right? I have it at 128 as the resolution. Let's turn it up to like 480. And now let's try it, Dynamesh, see what it does. It's called Anycubic. Yeah, the brand is Anycubic. I print miniatures on LMRs. It's freaking slow. I know that's right, B. I saw Uncle Jesse doing a review on the new Anycubic. What is it? I'm sorry, not Anycubic. The Mars. What's the new one called? 3? It's the one that has the, what is it? 8K screen, something like that. 4K, whatever it is. But it's really nice as well. You should reprint the Hulk head in resin, do a side-by-side. Yeah, you're right. Where do you learn to model like that? Just a lot of practice and spending time on it. All right, so this is, ooh, it's dense, baby. This is dense, but it's okay, right? So maybe what I'll do now is, I'm gonna do something here. I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, I'm going to decimate it. I'll hit pre-process this, and then when I decimate it, let's see how small it is. The thing I love about that is I can continue to sculpt on it with Sculptors Pro turned on, and I don't have to have 3 million active points at any given moment. It can be like 700,000. Yeah. Sisters can be idiots. I had 5 of them. Wow, I'm super far behind. We're still talking about that. Okay. I can barely breeze with these nose holes. Yeah, basically, barely. Mostly. It's all that white stuff on your hands, bruh. I was just spraying. I was just priming these. But thank you for making me feel self-conscious about that. We can see the entire character for a second. Yeah, totally. I'll show you the whole thing. All right, so now that pre-processed, let me decimate. Okay. All right, so we went from 3.3 million to 661, and I didn't lose any detail. So what it did is it triangulated all this stuff, but I can still use Sculptors Pro and keep it moving, and I don't lose any quality. So look, this is 3 million polys or points. This is 600,000 decimated. So I do this a lot, especially when I'm cutting and keying for, like Sideshow or whatever, because I have to do a lot of cuts. So I will do this part, clean it up, then I'll cut off his arms and clean it up, and then I'll add keys and make sure that the arms knock out of the body properly. That's how it's nice and clean, so that, when you put it together, everything kind of just fits really nicely and smooth. Nice and smooth. All right. Oh, you want to see the whole dude. Whole dude is... and autosave. Yeah, so I would turn down my autosave, but I have this thing recently where normally when ZBrush like crashes, it does a it has like a restore that you can open. Mine isn't doing that now. It's not saving for some reason. I don't know why. So I turned up my autosave so I don't lose anything important. Boots and the bullet holes. So this is what it's going to look like. For some reason I lost my color, but anyway, this is what it's going to look like when I print it. And then he is going to be back to back with this guy. So the base is going to have it so that they kind of both fit on there together. Boom. That's the whole guy. All right. So now before I lose this, I'm going to save this as cut key. Let's call this Luke upper working. Save. All right. Wouldn't that be weird if that was what I was like? That's what I was known for, the whole nose holes you can take home to your mama like thing. That'd be hilarious. Not so much for my kids, but everybody needs a legacy. Who is this guy? This is Luke Cage, Power Man. Thanks as always. The 4 elements of hip hop are awesome. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, Happy Extruder. Yeah, I sold a I sold my first NFT like a couple months back, so that's what the Happy Extruder's talking about. Thank you. Referring to Raphael da Vinci. Yeah. Yeah, that was a joke. I know there's no Da Vinci, you guys. Come on. I know. There's a Leonardo and Raphael and Michelangelo and the other guy. The other guy, whoever the other guy is. There's 4 of them. I know that much. That's all I need to know. Don't you worry about me. Google Saft. Why are you reading it not on Twitch? I don't know what that means. Makes no sense. Why are you reading not on Twitch? Reading from Twitch is just backed up. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on here. Sorry. I got a lot of stuff on here. This is what happens. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time with this. All right. So for this, I'm going to use the /3 and turn down my lazy radius probably. Ooh, that's not good. Turn on Sculptors Pro. That's not good. Yeah, all right. So now if I go back to the one that is not decimated, there you go. That's what I want. So we took a shot with the decimated part, and that's not what I want. So let's go over here. Yeah, you guys can't get mad at me if I'm not reading the chat fast enough. Right? It's hard. It's hard to do that and sculpt. Shoot, that's not good. Okay. Your secretaries. White Belt Studios. Man, there's kind of some hostility. You gotta not be so upset, man. What's up, Maricat? Too sleepy, haven't slept at all. Hard to stay up. Yeah, you gotta take a nap, bro. Take a nap. Okay, bye. Hey, what's up, Hannibal? Decimate saves lives. Dude, it's all good. Didn't make me feel self-conscious. Yeah, no, I know. Why does my UI look different? Yeah, this is a custom UI. Not older. I think I have the latest one, 2021.6.6. I did clear the quick save folder, actually. Just download the free version, tutorials. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be different. 5 of them now, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Handle pressure. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Now I'm out. Go to Preferences, Config, Enable Customize. Then you can use Shift, click, drag to move. Oh, you're talking about, okay. Take a nap. Control click. All right, yeah, somebody tell me why. If I go to my quick saves, it doesn't do the, what's it called when it restores your crash file? It doesn't do that anymore. I don't know why. I know there's a, there's probably like some script somewhere, but it ain't working for me. Probably have to reinstall ZBrush fresh. And so when I first started doing this, I was like, oh man, this is gonna look silly. But man, after I printed the shoe, Man, it really, like the A6 thing on here pops like crazy. So look how that pops. That's crazy, man. And that's from doing what I'm doing now, which is just basically scoring in pretty deep around the area. What'd I miss? Recovered. Yeah. Okay, wait. You referring to the recovered? Yeah, totally. There's no more recover files, and I don't know why. And I crashed the other day, and I actually lost some good stuff, and it didn't recover. Mine doesn't restore the crash file either. Just whatever. Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me. Yours does. I have like 600 quick. Okay, so that's thanks, man. About to buy one of those printers. Mike, you watched the first. Oh, What If was dope. We're gonna talk about that a little bit tomorrow without spoiling. That was fresh, man. I love that What If. The animation was amazing, and I saw that Eric Sosa was in the credits, so I'm gonna have to call him, find out exactly what he did. I loved the look of the Captain Carter joint. That was tight. Now the only thing about this, I did literally just prime these, and so it smells like spray paint in here, so that's not good. Commissions, I do commissions. I'll show you this one. This is actually kind of cool. Hold tight 1 second, you guys. Let me get it. This is a commission that was done for Nike. And it was on a filament printer. So I can only imagine what it would look like with resin, but it's Zion Williamson. And I had a ball with this one. So kept some pretty good detail. I even have like somewhere on the ball, I think I have my signature. There it is. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. That was the very first print that I did. I have all these things that I started and never finished, and it was because I got to a point where I was like, oh, I need to detail this, but I don't feel like doing it. Or there's something else that I want to work on, or there's something I'm getting paid for that I want to work on. So it's nice to, every once in a while, go back and pick it up again and keep it moving. You know, that's nice. That's part of the reason why Danny and I and Bradley started the Stylus League, because we have all these pieces that we never finish. And you know, when you have a client, you definitely have to, you know, hit the deadline every time. But when you're doing work for yourself, it's easy to just put stuff down and forget about it. So I've got like this folder of misfit toys that just got forgotten about that I need to finish. I was going to work on my Black Panther today, but because I already have the Iron Fist kind of started, I figured why not work on some of the guys from that. I should probably have, let me do this. It's not exciting to look at this like this. Let's come over here. And, turn on everything. Make it so you can see what's going on, because if you are just coming in the room, you're probably like, what the heck, man? What's he doing? I don't like when it does that. Come on. Probably have to update my NVIDIA driver, but maybe what I can do is, let's see, I'll do a render. Okay. And then save a layer. Bake, create a new one. There you go. All right, so now I can have that on and keep it on. And I can work on this part now, solo. All right, what'd I miss? Since you don't use anti-aliasing when printing, don't you get visible layer lines? Not really. I mean, I do on FDM prints. I mean, they're so fine on this that I can't see them. Now on the FDM prints, they're very noticeable. But yeah, tell me about this anti-aliasing, because if it completely gets rid of the print lines without me having to go to like a 0.3 or 0.1 micron or millimeter, whatever it is, then that's awesome. I would love that. Are you gonna try to get Iron Fist's hand to light up? Yeah, totally. So in the Discord, I had a couple guys telling me about putting LEDs in there. So let me see if I can find this thing. Okay, here you go. For Iron Fist, that's it. Hold on a sec. Let's see. That's not it. Sorry. Of course, now if Brad Grotman was in here, he would be giving me a hard time about the fact that I don't know where the renders for Iron Fist are. Sucks. Oh, is this it? Here you go. Yeah, so let me get a good angle. That's 9. Oops, cancel. 10. Okay, so he's got on his arm this flame that is going to kind of travel around him, and I have his arm separated out. So what I want to do is put an LED probably like right inside of the fist area. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I really want the fire to look like it's hot, but I'll print his arm probably in clear resin, and then the flame in clear resin as well, and I can paint it to look like this. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to some people. The good thing is in the Discord I can just kind of holler at them and people can, who've already done it. I know there was somebody in there who did the they had like a Superman with the glowy light up eyes. So I'd like to have that. That'd be fresh. All right, what did I miss? 1/6 scale, larger one normally see. Too many layer lines if you orient it. Yeah, okay. It's probably better to increase your resolution, thinner layers. Okay. And I haven't tried anything other than the standard. I don't know what my G2 box settings are, but I think it's like 0.5 maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what it is. Do you have a base price? I'm an individual person. Yeah. Holler at me in a private chat and we'll talk. All right. So I think that my print layers on this are, where is the settings? I don't know. I'm still learning how to use this application. I thought there was a thing that had my printer set up. Files, all right, yeah, you guys didn't come for this. I don't know. I'll figure it out and then I'll tell you next time. Okay. Control N gets rid of the glitch? Really? Let's try that. Oh no, it'll clear the screen. I know that much. Let's see. Oh, now it's not doing it. Whatever, dude. All right. Now it's not doing it. It's all good. You guys excited about the ZBrush Summit? I guess it's coming up not too far from now. Okay. All right. That's cool for that. So now I can take this back into, well, hold up a second. Let's give this some more detail over here. Okay. I do want to work on his collar. So let's get that. And if I decide that, you know, it's too much or the line is, you know, I don't like the volume of the fold, because I'm using Sculptors Pro, I can just basically erase it out, just smooth it until it goes away. So I like that a lot. The Sculptors Pro works a lot better when you don't have a whole lot of geo exposed. I do notice that. That's why I love the fact that, you know, after, you know, 2 versions ago, I think, they made it so that you could hide areas of the mesh and continue to work with it. And I know you probably won't see these parts right here, but you can just clean it up by, like I said, just kind of smoothing it out and then rescoring the line. And the great thing about Stylus League 2, terrible segue, is that I don't have to look at the chat. I got Bradley in there who is making sure that everybody's question is answered. You don't miss any questions. So if you're in here and you're like, why is this guy not answering my question? I might have missed it. I apologize, and I would say come back tomorrow night and join us for Stylus League, and I'll be happy to answer. Along with Danny and also Mike Pavlovich, who knows more about ZBrush than... No, wait, how do I say this? He's forgotten more about ZBrush than I will ever know. Let's put it that way. He's a beast. He knows everything. And he talks fast, so he can answer everything. It's like his mutant power. Speaking of talking fast, because I have a captive audience, I spoke to a friend of mine from college this weekend that I haven't spoken to in a really long time. And this guy is like a crazy fast talker. Like to the point where you have to like literally jump in and interrupt him to say anything. So I don't know why I thought about that, but I thought that was funny and very uncomfortable. All right. If you are thinking, hey, I didn't come to see you clean up this guy, I wanted to see you sculpt stuff, you can go to my YouTube. It's just Mike T Artwork on YouTube right above. And I think I have all of my ZBrush lives on there. There's a lot of them. So you can watch those, or you can, you know, check us out tomorrow. We're working on, like I said, the Ninja Turtles, and you get to see something new. This is just something that I rarely do in here, which is getting something ready for print. And I thought it would be helpful to show my technique on it. What did I miss? Okay, wow, I missed a lot. Dang, I missed a lot. Okay. Marmoset more than you did, that's also... Yeah, Heroes Bench, nice. Gotta bounce for now. Okay, cool. Yeah, see you tomorrow, man. He's probably already gone. ZBrush Summit. Hey, Mike T. Sapnin Falls, what's up? Why does your cursor look like a rake? So, I could go in and make it so that my ZBrush is the, here, I'll show you this. It's annoying. If I go over to my Cintiq screen and I cut that off, and I turn on ZBrush, okay, now if I come over here and I show you my cursor, it looks right now, right? No more rake, no more barcode. However, you don't get to see the other things that are open, like the chat and all that. So I got to keep it on my screen. It's one of those things that's annoying, but you just learn to live with it. Oh, don't crash. I haven't saved in a while. Oh no. Okay, so now I can take this guy and copy him. I'm going to say this is the good Luke. Let's call this good Luke upper. Go back to my main torso here and start turning off things. I don't need the torso, right? I can shoot this to the bottom. I don't need the shirt laces. Shoot those to the bottom. Off. Collar. Don't need the little eyelets. And now I can paste him in. Paste. Okay, good. Off. Still on the fence as to whether I want to use these bullet holes, but they're kind of cool. So maybe what I'll do is I will make them a little larger. Oh, and if you're not familiar with the character, he's got unbreakable skin, so he can get shot a bunch of times, and the bullets just bounce off him like Superman. What is not like Superman is his clothes get torn up. Superman's clothes should totally get torn up, you guys. His clothes aren't super. Just saying. What else is on? Do I have something else? No. Okay. Okay, and for these chains, I want to go in and do some stuff to them. Use some, what's it called? Orbs cracks and whatnot to grunge them up some. So let's see. Let's go to my brushes. Go to, what do I have? I don't use Orbs Crack a whole lot. I should. Here you go. I'm gonna use 3. See what this looks like. I need subdivisions on this. Actually, let's use Sculptors Pro. Just divide it. It's doing a whole lot. There you go. It's better. Now, if you're like me, you're wondering, how does he get that belt on and off? There's literally no way for him to get that belt, put it on and take it off. That's it. There's no solution. It's comic book magic. I was going to put like a bicycle lock on it to make it so he could fasten it on him. And I was like, you know what? You're thinking about it way too much. He just has a magical bike lock belt that looks uncomfortable as hell. And that's all I need to know. Lee Gibbons, what's up? Do you have any good places that we could find alphas for superhero type fabric textures? Yeah, there's a guy I found on Gumroad who has dope textures. Let's see if I can find it. Fabric. Oh my gosh, with the quick saves. I guess that's good because I literally have saved once in 2 hours, I think. So glad somebody's looking out. Can you please suggest a 3D anatomy model to refer to for sculpting the male anatomy? All right, so it depends on your budget, right? Like if you don't want to spend a ton, the 3D Total statue is fantastic. And this is 3dtotal.com is where I got this. Right? Really good reference. There's also a female version. This one I just started painting and doing some like washes on it to pop the muscle. So I'll do that for the guy as well. But these are really good. And then my favorite is this Andrew Carr's statue. And this is the Andrew Carr's piece right here, which the pieces come off and really nice detail for like the arm. I use this every day, actually. This is like the best $350 I've ever spent. Right, really good anatomy. Just be careful because if the arm comes off, the fingers will break. So that is that's what I use. Is those two guys. I also have an app on my iPad and one on my phone, Android phone, that is really good for just quick references for anatomy and turnarounds and things like that. The guy I was trying to think of that has really good textures for superhero clothing is Travis Davids. And he has packs of like, I have an 100 pack, a 50 something pack, and he comes with displacement maps. You can use it in ZBrush, Substance. It works in everything, and it's really cool. Comes with tutorials as to how to use it and everything. So his name is Travis Davids, and I got it on Gumroad. All right, so that's where you can find some good stuff. Thanks, Insane. Yes, sir. Yeah, I try to help out also on my thing. I have a Gumroad for my anti-venom also that is for sale if you guys want to see the entire process of going from a ZBrush base mesh to a finished dude. All right, what else? There you go. Yeah, ZBrush Summit 2021. What's up, best ever? Instead of bullet holes, perhaps they could be ricochet effects, where the bullet is bouncing off them. Yeah, that could be cool too. That could be real cool. I'm just worried that my cat will just brush into it and break off the bullets, but that would be dope. One thing about this resin, I'll say, I'm using the Eco resin, Eco something, Anycubic, whatever. The smell of it is like there's no smell, which I love because I'm in an apartment. And then the it's super strong. Like I was on my other guy, this dude, like he's got this thin kind of collar, and I was trying to break it and I almost cut my finger because it's so strong. So bullet holes, I mean ricocheting bullets, that might be I'd be setting myself up, but you know what? Just print some more. It's no biggie. Oh, let's see. Bullet holes. Have you received a concept for this diorama or did everything? Nah, this is just me kind of doing my thing, and after posing it, showing it to my buddy Brad Grotman, who, you know, always tells me to push the pose more. Every time I think it's like far enough, he's like, push it more, and then I do it, and I'm like, damn, it looks so much better. Can that model be 3D printed? It is being 3D printed. Yeah, absolutely. I meant as a digital version. Where is that? I'm not selling the STL files, if that's what you mean. Thanks. Thank you, Alexander. Do you print a lot in order for yourself? Yeah, so no, I don't do a whole lot of printing actually. I got this printer like 5 months ago, and I just started printing it the other day when my friends were shaming me. I knew I wanted one. It was either this or the Saturn, and the Saturn was always sold out, and I'm actually happy because this has a slightly bigger build plate. I mean, not build plate, a slightly bigger volume, I think. I think the build plate is the same. I would have been happy with either one, but yeah, no, I dig it a lot. So, but I do sculpt stuff for clients. So. So you guys get the picture. I would probably continue to do stuff to this belt, but for now, I think that's good. I wonder what it will look like with some texture. Let's see, shall we? Let's solo this out. Kind of like it clean, to be honest with you, because I want it to have a bit of a Disney Infinity kind of a look. And you can't argue with the clean, like clean lines are dope. But let's see what it looks like with some texture. Maybe I'll do a clean version and I'll do a textured version. Strength down. Because I do kind of like that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. All right. You said an app, but will you tell the name? Oh, sure. I'm not going to withhold any information from you, man. The app that I like on my Android, and I think I have it on my iPad also, is called Art Anatomy. So turn the screen. Yeah, so it's this thing called Art Anatomy, and you can look at stuff, you can zoom in, you can hide parts of the muscle, right? So if I go back, let's see, yeah, so if I go to the body, this is what I use a lot, especially for things like the shoulder, and you know how the muscles kind of go from your pectoral under your, you know, under the deltoid connect. What's great about this is you can zoom in on it, and then you can go to layers that are beneath the muscles to see, like, okay, the pec actually connects to the bone, your arm. I don't know what the bone is called. Don't be, first of all, just so you guys know, I can sculpt anatomy, but I have not taken the time to learn all the terms. So people get on me about that all the time. I like to call those people anatomy Nazis. I'm not an anatomy Nazi. People love to tell you how much they know. I don't know that much, but I know this is a good app. All right, so that's that. The app on the iPad is the same. It's just called, what did I say it was called? It is called, Art Anatomy. Easy to remember. Yep. Okay, let's see. It's better to have more detailed stature, have more detailed base. It's better to keep it simple when it comes to the base. Yeah, so my, just letting you know, my base game is very weak. So that's why you don't really see a whole lot of bases from me. Even on the Cyclops, where did that go? Road tool. On the Cyclops piece, it needs work. It needs some work. Yeah, so for this one, let's see. Let's cut off this other layer. We don't need that. Layer, delete. Yes. All right, so yeah, the base on this is real meh right now. Not so good, right? I got to figure out his boots. I got to figure out a decent base. But I've seen people who do amazing bases, and I wish I could do that. If I had the concept art, I totally could do it because I've done it for Sideshow, but I can't think of a good base. Let's put it the right way. So that's it. I think the more I think about this, the less I want surface noise on this chain. I just like it the way it is. All right, let's see. Heroes bench. Can you please, can you add some flex resin into there to make sure it's more durable too? I'm gonna say yes. I don't know a whole lot about resin. Probably. Where can you get the STL file? I'm not really selling the STL file, red light. I might be selling the actual prints though, maybe. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, something that like feels like New York, like Hell's Kitchen, 100% Insane Pixel. Thanks, Jimmy. Jimmy's missing you guys. Have you tried printing resins with rubber properties? Yeah, I don't know a lot of that stuff, Alexander. I've used only one type of resin. This is literally my first resin print. This thing right... Oh, I'm on the wrong... sorry. Whole time I was on the wrong screen. This is my first resin print, actually. Hey Mike, I do construction, we're gonna wrap a chain around stuff. More clean, you make one larger than the rest to pull the rest through. I'll take a look at it, Hannibal. Don't forget to switch back. Yeah, totally, I did it already. Thanks guys. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's figure out these pants. Oh, that fly is ridiculous. It's too big. Why didn't somebody tell me to stop doing it? It's too big. All right, let's go back. I should have first just sketched it out lightly. Not that. To that. You want to do that replay last? make sure you do not move your model, because it'll just keep moving your model. About the flex resonant LEDs. Awesome. Thank you, man. Which hero is this? This is Luke Cage. Do you have any 3D prints? Yeah. Oh, wait. You mean to buy? I have Black Dynamite on Sketchfab. That was the name of the thing I was trying to think of earlier. It's also on my ArtStation. Yeah, I didn't even detail the knee yet. All right. Doing pretty good on time. So yeah, if you are just joining me or you came late and you like what you see, you want to see more, you can go to YouTube. Stylus League, youtube.com/Stylus League, and join us tomorrow. We stream from 9 p.m. Eastern until 11 p.m. Eastern. It is Bradley, Danny Williams, aka Point Pusher, and myself. And we have as a special guest this next few weeks Michael Pavlovich. We're working on Ninja Turtles. So if you like Ninja Turtles, or you just like Mike Pavlovich and you want to see more of his stuff, see him doing some real life sculpting and not just teaching, come check us out. We had a good time last week, actually. If you're in some part of the world that it is too late to watch us, I forgot to tell you, we have recordings of previous shows, so you can just watch them whenever you want, subscribe and watch whenever you want. It's on jeans. Yeah, these are jeans. I just haven't gotten to the genie part yet. Yeah, no pockets or any of that yet. I'll get it. I'll get it. Nick Cage's. Where find the button? Replay last. Replay last. Is that under stroke? Let me see. Yeah, under stroke, there's replay last. Under modifiers, that's where you find it. Thanks, MJ. Turtle power. Is this brush a default folds brush? No, this is something that I kind of made with my buddy Brad Brotman. Okay, IR, take it easy, man. What's your CPU, gigahertz, and RAM? I don't know what the gigahertz are. It's a Ryzen 5900X. 59? Yeah, I think that's what it is. And 128 terabytes of Corsair LED RAM. Please do a pose render on all four. Oh, yo, 100%, Jack. That's gonna happen. Stroke modifiers, yep. Cool. Thought I had pockets for this guy. I guess I didn't. Thought I did. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. And let's make this a cube. Oh, delete lower. Oh, make a cube. This morph thing. Delete. There shouldn't be one. Flip. There you go. So I could have just done an extract and it would have been a perfect match, but I wanted to have this be just like really clean topology, since I have this guy being, you know, he's got so many hard surfaces on him. I want some areas to feel very much like a like planar, you know what I mean? And just really, really clean. So that's why I made these pockets this way. There's like half a dozen ways I could have made these pockets. So if you're watching like, why did he do that? That's the reason why. Also, part of the great thing about ZBrush is there's no wrong way to do it, you know? There are more efficient ways of doing things, sure, but you know, those pockets are super low. I don't like them that low. Need to be higher. I can also use Matchmaker to like line these up if I wanted to really have them be exactly where they're supposed to be here. It's better already, I think. And the topo's so low that I can just use the move brush and get exactly what I want anyway. All right, starting to look like he's going to kick some ass, which is what I want. I want him to look like he's about to open a can of something on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Let's try inflate maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I see what I did. What if Luke Cage sold his own brand of jeans, Levi's Unbreakable Jeans, the most durable crotch planet? Yeah. Yeah. I think I could see that. Oh no. Come on, man. Don't do that. I've been getting that error a lot lately. Usually I have to restart ZBrush. Thanks, Arturo Martin, 23. Torso and shirt still subtool. Did you sculpt them separately and merge them from a single element? So no, what I did was I had the collar as a separate piece and the shirt, and it used to be this thing. So if I solo this and go to this piece, oh, wait a minute. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. You know what? Originally, this was one thing. I split it apart. Then I was able to sculpt the details, and then I merged it back together again. I don't know why I did that. Seems like extra steps. I just thought of a Rick and Morty joke. Yeah, so that's how I did it. I don't remember why, but there was a reason. Where are my legs? There you go. Nobody's ever going to see underneath this boot. I don't know why I'm doing all this, but I can't not do it now. Just saying. I feel like if I don't do this, I will have failed my city. So I'm doing it. Shout out to one of the worst TV series of all time. All right. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what I did here. This a little further. That. Okay. Oh shoot, it's 4 o'clock. All right, sorry guys. Thank you. All right, let me read through this real quick. Looks great. Thank you. Torso shirt. Okay, saw that one. I'm gonna say the process is dope. Thank you. Failed my city. This is Luke Cage. Luke Cage, better known as Power Man, and he's going to go with my Iron Fist sculpt, which is coming along nicely, I think. So I just started sculpting or printing this on my Anycubic printer, and it's holding some really good detail. Got a piece right here that's gonna be on for this thing, and I got a leg, and in the printer right now I have his arm going. So anyway, that's what that is, and so it's getting there. I wanted to do a little Luke Cage to go with him. I already have Iron Fist all cut up and ready to go. Working on Luke to get him in the printer as well, and then I will figure out some type of a New York motif base for them to be on, little Hell's Kitchen something. But if you like what you saw, then please subscribe to my YouTube above. Also subscribe to Stylist League. Thank you. Yeah, the shoes are my favorite part of this whole thing. They're totally coming together. I love these. I might pick up a pair of these myself. Like, they have a Bruce Lee pair of basics that I've always wanted, so I might get them. But anyway, all right, I'm past my time. If you guys want more, check me out on Stylist League with Danny and Bradley. We stream tomorrow, every Friday night, 9 p.m. to 11 East Coast. And we have Mike Pavlovich is our guest. We had Redbeard, Matt Thorpe was our guest for 3 weeks before Mike, and Mike just started last week, and we're working on Ninja Turtles. So check us out, and please hit me up on Instagram if you're interested in mentorships. I am mentoring people. If they're interested in working on ZBrush or 2D or portfolio reviews, you can hit me there. All right, but everybody take care. I'm going to bounce, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Everybody be safe. All right, take care.